roles and responsibility as a senior operators here at Eagle Taxis is to answer the calls if the customer phones and asks for the taxis. Also, if they send us emails, we have to answer those emails. We have to book the taxis for the customer. We have to take all the particulars of the customer down, and then we have to dispatch the taxi in that particular address of the customer. And also, if the customer booked for the cab, for an example, book the cab at the airport, she needs or her to give us the time. Then we have to send the cab to the airport to pick that customer up. Our technology that we are currently using, all our vehicles have got a landmark tracking. So our tracking system is always on 24 hours. We make sure our customers are safe and as well as our drivers are safe. So we always track the speed of the drivers. Whatever is happening within the vehicle, we can always see on our call center. Then we can communicate easily with our drivers, even if we're sending our drivers in the places where they feel unsafe. But with us in the call center, we make sure that we always track them, make sure they're safe, as well as our customers are safe.
We have a tracking system where we track the cars on our system and we see which cars are closest to the jobs that are taken, and we check it on the system and send the nearest car. That way we save fuel and mileage for the company. The other technologies that we have here, we have the WhatsApp system. Instead of the phone call, we get it on the WhatsApp system. And then we take those messages and we dispatch the cars.
Currently, we have integrated Austrian hail meters, which have the ability to integrate with our computer system, our tracking system, in the future with an app and with a dispatch system. So we've started on ground zero, and we intend to build it up of the full IR integration. My vision for the next 12 months would be to integrate our current legal structure with some of the technological advances that are currently available to the e-hailing platforms. We would like government assistance in this area because the technology is expensive. If we want to do it in the correct way, we need to invest quite a lot of funds that most people in the meter taxi industry don't have it currently. We are just struggling to survive day to day.
As the taxi industry, over the years, we have seen a remarkable improvement assisted by the development of technology in terms of the fourth industrial revolution. The history of the taxi industry is such that it has always been very informal. People were holding meetings under trees at the taxi rank, and things would end there. There would be no minutes taken because there were no computers to document the meetings and retain information. But over the years, a lot has changed in the taxi industry. Almost every taxi association in the country does have an office. In the office, they are using technologies, your computers, your faxes, your emails. So it becomes easy to communicate. I could be sitting here in the head office of the NTA, and in a minute I could be communicating with all our structures in the 9 provinces and other mother bodies within a minute. It has become very easy to organize meetings. And taxi associations, at a click of a button, like in our case, we have developed a state-of-the-art database. I can go into my computer now, just press a button, I'll be able to tell you our affiliates, the associations, taxi ranks, taxis, and so on and so forth. The other important development brought by technology, many taxi operators would have more than one taxi, and therefore you can only drive one taxi at a time. Now, to manage other taxis has always been a problem. But now, with the development of technology, like we have our tracking technology and management. I can open my phone now. I will know each of my taxis, where it is, at what speed it's driving, from the morning, where has the driver been, at what speed was he traveling. If I'm not happy with what I am seeing, at the press of a button, I can stop my taxi. We still don't control cash as a taxi industry, but we are talking to many system developers because we want to have a cashless system, electronic fare collection system, whereby passengers will be using technology to pay their fares, other than the driver collecting and getting distracted and so on. We think that is a very big revolution that is going to happen in the taxi industry, because it will become easy for us to account for the cash. We can easily go to a financial institution and say, here is the data, and therefore we qualify for this funding to replace all the taxis or develop whatever. The taxi ranks remain in the main concrete jungles. We would want them to be modernized using technology in terms of controlling the taxis and also separating pedestrians with the movement of vehicles by just having boards, where people can get detailed into a taxi rank. Oh, okay, digitally, I want to go to that direction, that the taxi will be on platform, blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. If I need this at the taxi rank, having your PA systems and so on. There is enough technology that can assist to better manage taxi ranks. We are very grateful to institutions like TITA. They have been involved in the development of the taxi industry, particularly training our office staff throughout the country through certain courses that they are put, so that they upskill in the use of technology, computers, etc., etc. We may be behind a little bit, but we think we are catching up.